Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Rune, and well, I've been gone for a minute. Yeah, unexpectedly, basically got distracted with doing some really cool nostalgia-ness in Earth and Beyond Emulator. It was my first ever MMO, and I just got swamped. I got hooked in. You can like multi-box, and I have like a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, like, blast from the past stuff. Love it, love it. But this is not Earth and Beyond. This is Dyson Sphere Program, and it is amazing. And let me tell you, I have a problem. Let me get serious. Hello, my name is Rune, and I have an addiction problem, and it is Dyson Sphere Program. Look at this, down here, bottom right corner, 177 hours. I don't shut this game off, guys. I don't. I leave it running. It, like, automates automation and makes stuff. Look at it. I'll just walk through. Look at this. All of this. All of this. Let me show you. This. All of this. All of this. Even some of this over here. All of this is to make these little shuttle rocket things that then travel over here. Oh, here's one. And it goes into my rocket launchers. And where no one has gone before. There, to my son. You can see my Dyson Sphere construction. Oh, that's a dope screenshot. I'm taking it. Dude. It is awesome. The goal of this game is to build Dyson Spheres. This is an early access game on Steam, and it's like under $20. And words 200 hours almost for a $20 game, and it's early access. They're like, not everything is actually in the game yet. It's insane. It's so fun. I love building games. I've got so much power. I've got so much. Look, I ran out of. Let me show you. Oh, look, just look. I've got these spaceport things. That was a spaceport. He just launched a cargo ship. Oh, cool. I just upped my my recharge on my mech. I'll show you guys the research tree in a minute. I just want to do a little small showcase, show you around my main planet, and go from there. So I've got these really cool, these guys, they're satellite substations, and basically they take a little bit more space up on the ground, but this huge areas where you can put electricity, versus these little guys. These are the little 1-unit things, and this is how you kind of like link your base around. I still have some around in my wind farm area. I have this giant wind farm area, and I have this really cool band. I want to show you the band. This is amazing. Check this out. So these things collect the Dyson Sphere energy, or you can turn them into photon generations for a later crafting element and stuff like that. But let me just show you. Went all the way around. This game is awesome. I built a solar panel ring all the way around, and I've done it basically for all of the planets that I live on, or that I have operations on. It's just to ensure that there's 100% uptime on power generation. It just keeps going, guys. And every like 15 solar panels, I put down one of these, and then I've got a conveyor belt that then, you know, transfers. See, like right there, transfers the photon. Now I could have, like, you know, the best tiered conveyor belt, or like whatever. I just have the Mark II. The latest, or the best version is Mark III or whatever. I have Mark III around, but I just, you know, I'm not really sweating for the photon generation things. Let me show you over here. So the photon generation stuff is then converted into the antimatter and some hydrogen, and then I use that to then go into the hydrogen then comes off over here and builds more of this stuff. All of this here, let me show you all of this setup, and even some stuff off camera, like these are some CPUs here, and I've got titanium that pipes in here and stuff like that. All of this stuff though, there's a couple of other elements that are coming in off conveyor belts, but they're here to make these, the quantum chips, which are then used in conjunction with a different tiered item, which I don't have any right here because it's super hard to get that one too. It's this guy right here, the Graviton Lens, to make the green cubes. What's great about the green cubes is you can turn the green cubes into warp stuff, and it's really cool. It's a 1:8 ratio versus, so you can make them regular without the cubes, but it's a 1:1 ratio for making it with the Graviton Lens. Or if you just turn in some of your gravity matrices, your green cubes, you can get 8 for 1, which is awesome because your big interstellar logistic stations that you can craft, they require warp or space warper fuel for your cargo logistic vessels to go inter solar system stuff. So here's the solar system map. Now I'm on Zeta Serpentis in the Zeta Serpentis system, and my homeworld is the third planet that orbits an amazing gas giant. I think I got pretty easy words. I think I got a pretty easy start because my solar system has a gas giant that I orbit, so it's really close. Because this gas giant here creates hydrogen and fire ice, and fire ice is used to then create more hydrogen and graphite. And graphite is used in almost everything like tier 3 and up for construction. It's crazy. It's amazing though. But so you can see like all my little different cargo shuttles and stuff like that going, and I'm still building construction Dyson Sphere stuff. I'm working on the frames. What's really cool that I'm doing here for my Dyson Sphere is I built a ring around horizontal, and I built one going vertical with a little tilt, just to see what that looks like. And then I also have to set up my guns. There's like EM rail guns that you construct and you build, and then you give like solar sails as ammunition to them. And as long as there's a firing arc solution on the planet that you have this set up, it will continuously launch these solar sails out. And I'm thinking now there's two different versions of the Dyson Sphere stuff. It's the Dyson Swarm, which just goes into an orbit that you can set, and then there's the Dyson Shell. The Dyson Shell I'm currently working on right here. As you can see, I've got two right here and right here. Now I have a pretty good research. I've researched extensively. I mean, obviously it's almost 200 hours in, to where I can almost have a full enclosed sphere, which is super dope. I can't wait until that actually is a thing. But the point was just kind of make like some halo rings and then put some solar sails on it and see what's up. I'm not really hurting for power at all because the solar ring around my base, like I'm generating 332 megawatts and I'm only using like 190, 200 when I'm like pressing systems and stuff like that. So it's not really, I'm not really hurting for power. So I don't really care when I get it done. Not a big deal. Let's go into the research tree and I will show you this giant thing. Now again, guys, this is early access, and there's a bunch of stuff, and this is just upgrades. There's a whole nother tree. So this is like universe exploration, these four here, right? And then it allows you to see like certain materials and stuff like that, like before at like certain different radiuses, like to where the level 4 is able to view the vein reserves and rare veins detailed in all planetary systems and stuff like that. So it just gives you better like sensory stuff for looking at the different resources. And then all of this stuff is like mech stuff, like, you know, more mech power as you increase. And then there's like more how fast you go, like your movement speed. There's cargo capacity. There's your little drones, your little construction drones shoot out of your back, and then they build stuff for you. It's super awesome, and I currently have like 11 construction bots with the research up to level 7. Now, see, I researched one. This is like the N tier universe matrix cube one, and I've only gone one tier to level 7, so I can pump it up to level 8. But this is like a forever research, so if you just keep playing, you can have like a mech that just has endless energy and has like endless construction drones. I have 11. So you imagine, and this number just grows exponentially each time that you research it. So there is kind of like a soft cap when it comes to like, really, you want to spend 16,000 universe matrix cubes to have 20 construction drones? Are you insane? Something like that. But anyway, not really big deal. Down over here, this is all like your Dyson Sphere stuff, your solar power generation stuff, how many things you can stack on top of each other, things like that. There's also like logistics, speed, and carrier stuff on, how fast that those little automated drone guys go. There's also some mining stuff. Reduces the amount of ore consumption, but increases the mining speed per product and whatever while you're mining. And, like, resources on the planets are finite, guys. See, like, if you look at my planet, I didn't have any silicon or titanium really on this planet or whatever, but I had, like, millions of iron and copper, and we're down to the bare bones minimum. So what I have is I have my other planets in my solar system, and even in a neighboring solar system. They are mining minerals for me, and they have their own interplanetary space station, and I just put a demand in one of my space stations for, hey, I need raw iron, give me raw copper, and then they automatically just fly, jock up, and then go. You have to feed them in there. So to like to give a supply, you have to like give it a thing. Here, I'll show you over here, because you can also use these interplanetary ones. So there's the interstellar one, but then there's the planetary ones. The planetary ones are smaller. They can only have 3 goods programmed in versus the interstellar ones, which are 5. But these guys are like for hop jumping, hop jumping words. So as an example, I'm making a titanium alloy here, because I have my sulfur generation here. And so it's going through and it's using some titanium that is off of this guy, because I have a constant demand supply here, and then I have conveyor belts feeding into various different systems. And then it goes into here, then after that it builds and then pumps into here, and then I've got little drones in there. I've got 50 of them, and they periodically ship them over to here, to this station, so I don't have to draw a huge conveyor belt. And then I got a small conveyor belt that then goes into here. And then this guy, in conjunction with these 2 other parts, then make me these really cool hydrogen fuel cells, which are then used. Ooh, I don't have any now. Wow, it's actually caught up to me. Where it's actually using these in conjunction with other parts to then make those rockets. So I don't use those energy cells at all. I use the lower tiered form. I have no problem with using the lower tier form at all. I still have a massive amount of power generation and everything, and it barely costs anything to make. It costs some titanium ingots and some hydrogen, which hydrogen generation, because I have some really cool stations. I'll go fly and show you. This is all the research tier too, all the different cubes that you can get: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, and then tier 6 is the universe matrix cube. And then to get the tier 6, it's really kind of cool. You pump all 5 of the lower tiers in, plus antimatter, into a research station, and it auto generates, your cubes for you. So I've been working at, getting a whole bunch while I'm also researching. Oh wait, we actually already researched. So let's see, what do I want to do now? Well, that's 8,000. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to do all let's do that one, sure. And then I just pump it in here, pump it in there, and then boom, now it'll research. Now obviously I could pipe this into like another research chain or like whatever, and then have the auto research going on there. And I might do that later, but that's not really the point. It's really cool. I really like these rockets when they launch. Look at this. This is amazing for early access. There's just so much to do. You know, I'm like really used to like early access games kind of like sucking, kind of like not being polished, not being like all systems really not being in there, and just being totally garbage and just expect a whole bunch of crashes and stuff. I haven't crashed. Not once. This is the gas giant. Welcome to the gas giant. It's great. It's a great place. You cannot land on the gas giants. So you can actually get stuck here if you don't have any fuel. Ooh, I don't really have any. Or your power is low because you need energy to break atmosphere. And if you don't, then you're screwed. So it's super kind of cool. So let me quick fly over here. I want to show you these stations that I have. And so what's really cool too is, oh, there they are. Okay, good. The map here, it'll actually generate a little bit of construction built up here. So you can see where your stuff is. Where are you guys? Did I like land on the total opposite side of... I did. See, you can kind of see it on the map now. They're coming. There they are. These things are gorgeous. Built quite a few. I haven't built the whole band around. Like, you can only build them on the equator. And I haven't built it all the way around. But you get fire, ice, and hydrogen from these guys. And just look at the amount of detail that's on these things. Even the little swirl of it sucking up the gas giant's parts. And then you got like drones and stuff that come and scoop up the different hydrogen and the fire ice whenever I have a demand for them and stuff. And it's super cool. So when I have a space for my logistics guys to come and pick them up, then they'll come. What I've noticed a little bit is sometimes it's a little bit broken in terms of I don't know when the automation, like the request for the AI to go send a cargo ship to, you know, pick up resources happens, because there's been a couple of times where I've been kind of out of something and I'm like, hey, I have a stockpile on a different planet. Why aren't you coming? But I mean, again, early access. So like one hiccup is just kind of like a delayed logistics shuttle. Really? Like that's my major complaint is I might have to wait for a resource a little bit longer than maybe I should. Okay. I'll take that over game crashes and glitches and like all the other stuff. Now, mind you, other people may have experienced something or a problem here or there or anything, but I have not, and I've been having a blast. So anyway, guys, that's a little bit of tour of my base. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Sorry for no videos of Heliborn or warplanes or anything. I've just been doing school. School kicked off for me, and I've been doing a little bit harder classes this semester, doing networking and info security and blah 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 junk. So a lot of technical manual reading. Some of these books that I've been having to read chapters on, I'm just like, okay, I just read that chapter. What? I need to reread this chapter. Like 15 lettered words of like, what is this? I don't even, what, can I go to the dictionary, like Google, what is this word? Oh, learning so much. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching all the videos. Like, subscribe, come join us on Discord. Ooh, we got Shiro. Shiro, a longtime friend of mine from Black Desert Online. He bought the Heliborn, and me and Mega have been training him up. So it's been fun. He's like already in Era 3, and he loves his Blackhawks as much as I love my Blackhawks. So stay tuned for probably maybe videos with Shiro too. That'd be amazing. Anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.